We have a continuing segment on the corporate social responsibility programs of several large corporations. This week we talked with the president of Ayala Foundation, and he told us about the current CSR program that is relevant to one of the biggest challenges that our country faces today.
Well, Ayala Foundation is actually on its 56th year this 2017. It has been here for quite some time already, and we are now heavily involved in terms of community development. And when you speak of community development, it's simply determining what exactly the communities would require, and then we assess within Ayala Group of companies where we're good at or where we are competent, and therefore that gives us the opportunity to hopefully partner with the respective communities.
That was Mr. Ruel Maranan, president of Ayala Foundation, that has been interacting and helping out communities harness their own strength.
Well, actually, the vision is really to look into the respective communities, harnessing what exactly is good in their communities, and at the end of the day, making them realize what they're capable of, and ultimately, they being proud, being Filipinos themselves.
Ayala Foundation has two chairpersons, Mr. Jaime Isabel de Ayala, who is the president and chief executive officer of the Ayala Group, and Mr. Fernando Isabel de Ayala, who is the president and chief operating officer. Other presidents and CEOs of the various companies in the Ayala Group form Ayala Foundation's Board of Trustees.
Actually, when you speak of Ayala Foundation, as earlier mentioned, we are heavy on community development. And we believe that we could make a big difference as part of the transformation in terms of education in the areas of youth development or youth leadership, as we would properly call it, and then sustainable livelihood and arts and culture. In each and every advocacy, we would want to definitely harness what is very indigenous or what is inherent in the respective communities. So having said that, we put them all together. We introduce some framework that would be adaptable for them or suited for them, and then the community itself will be the ones to practically manage it and make everything sustainable.
It is a foundation's mandate to make itself relevant to the needs of the times. Under this present administration, the terrible reality of our nationwide drug problem is one of the biggest challenges that we face.
Recently, we responded to the call of the government, particularly in the drug rehabilitation. We launched this project called Project Siapen. Siapen is the Maranao term for care. And we were able to identify this initiative together with the Autonomous Region of Muslim Mindanao, identifying Marawi City, which is the only Islamic city in ARM. And this is practically a community-based center wherein only 10% will stay within the center and 90% will be actually coming from the community and actually discussing or being treated together with the rest of the community.
Actually, the Ayala Foundation has been working in the Mindanao region since the 1960s. For instance, together with the Xavier University, they went into an extensive research program on cattle raising. And up to this day, this research is still being used not only here, but in other parts of Southeast Asia as well. In 2004, the Ayala Foundation also helped the locals look into the Mindanao silk. And today, President Duterte wears this fabric proudly to show his support for this initiative. Now, the Ayala Foundation finds itself in Marawi City, where the local government has responded to the government's call to eradicate drug addiction. Marawi City recognized the scope of the drug problem in their own community and decided to work together with the Ayala Foundation. The area where the drug center is going to be measures 2,000 square meters, but the building is 850 square meters. It is an old building owned by the local government, and Ayala Foundation is helping out in retrofitting this building to become a drug rehabilitation center.
But what is more important within this center is that the patients that will be coming in is actually being supported by the community. Case in point, there is even a mosque right beside the rehabilitation center. We're reaching out to the imam so that the treatment or the rehabilitation process will be very integrated. In other words, the patients are not going out of their community. They're actually within their community, and therefore in the process, the reintegration back to the respective families is practically and hopefully seamless.
The drug center was launched about a month ago, and the proponents hope to finish it by May of this year. They also hope to be able to prototype the center with a novel kind of approach that they can share with other initiatives who may find it relevant to their communities.
It is actually a 70-bed community rehabilitation center. Very important to know that as we speak at this point in time, there are around a little over 400 to 500 declared or surrenderies in the area. It is very appropriate that only 10% of these people, and that's why we adjusted to 70, if and when it's necessary for them to stay in the center, then they will be accommodated. The highlight of this center is actually they can come in and out of the center with proper module programs that they can be supported in terms of physical activities, in terms of community interaction, in terms of family interactions, because that is the support system that we are really hoping that we will be able to propagate and really generate the reintegration of these patients.
Because of their partnership with the LGUs, they are leaving it to the local government units to pre-select the key personnel who will actually run the center together with representatives of the Department of Health.
We would want to hope we are open in terms of making this succeed, and in areas or other cities that they would find us of value, then we are very open to look for such partnership if it can work, and we hope it will all work so that we could be of value and relevant to the challenges of this drug situation. The requirements actually will be predetermined by the local government unit because we are following the existing standards already that is prescribed by the Department of Health, and therefore it would be easier for us to jumpstart everything, just putting the right parties doing the respective roles. In this case, with regards to the patients, it will be the local government unit in close coordination with the Department of Health.
Because it is an Ayala initiative, the company also encourages its employees to do their share in making this initiative successful.
Definitely, it's an open employee engagement initiative for the Ayala Group of Companies. It is actually a established program for us. Siapen is one of those emerging opportunity for employee engagement, and therefore we will be very open, especially for those who are from Mindanao, who would gladly be of help to this project. For Siapen, we are just really hoping that everybody who started this project will deliver as we have committed, and we expect the success of this launch come sometime May of this year. And as mentioned, we hope that we can use this as a template, as a reference for the other cities to be able to learn from it, and similarly we can continuously improve in this kind of program.
CSR and NGO projects have attracted many individuals to also do their share in improving and uplifting communities, and Ayala Foundation is open to this as well.
Everybody's interest will be much welcome to make Siapen and the other initiatives on that successful. We are open to partner with any NGO we as a foundation has always been very open to partner with individuals, formal, informal groups who are aligned with our focus of interests, meaning the initiative that we are in. So we can work with anybody and we are open to anybody, to any group at that. So ladies and gentlemen, we do encourage everybody to join us in Siapen. Remember, it is our Maranao term for care. And we know that each and every one really cares and just say no to drugs. And that is a true manifestation of Siapen. Maraming salamat.
If you are like many other Filipinos who want to do their share in eradicating this drug menace, please feel free to get in touch with the Ayala Foundation.